How's it going, everybody? Let's see. This is Tales of Diademia, Season 2, Episode 2, Fang and Claw. Let's see, where do we leave off last? So last episode, first episode of the Season 2, Fang had orchestrated for everyone to meet at, let me make sure I say this name right, Stag Forest Gate, which is kind of like neutral territory between the rivaling forces, more or less. You have the Triperian Empire, who's at war with the people of Yvain. And yeah, he sent a message out to kind of meet up with some of the people that he encountered at the finale of Season 1 to see if they would be on board with him joining in possibly a what's it called? The word's escaping me. Onslaught? No, that's too big of a word. That's a big word. We'll go onslaught. An onslaught against the Triperian Empire.
It's a revolution.
Yes. Yes. They're gonna be rebels, except not the Star Wars brand. Anyways.
We're going to be rebels.
Just kind of want to kill like one, maybe two people, really. Like everybody else is like.
Everybody else is like, what? Oh, God.
Wait, we're only killing two people?
We're only killing. You called us here for two people? Anyways.
I mean, they're real high up there. They're like really high up there.
I know Davik. Who's the other one?
I don't know yet. I'm leaving room for someone else to betray me. That's really all I'm at. I'm leaving room for the bullshittery to take place.
Anyways, they realized that, well, Orgy hadn't made it, which was fine because, you know, Orgy does what Orgy does. But Mio had spoken with Coffee to say he was going to come. However, Coffee realized he hadn't made it yet, and it wasn't until a dwarven woman came to tell them that he most likely caught himself into some trouble that the party departed over to Shadow Post Vale, where they encountered a tiefling camp, mostly majority. There we go. Words are hard today. They encountered a bunch of tieflings, and they were able to infiltrate the camp, save Mio, and bring him back to Stag Forest Gate, where they kind of like settled in for the night, and more or less wait around until they could figure out their next move, if you will. In the process, a new member of the team joined, a man by the name of Dargo, who is a dragonborn barbarian, and he, not liking the direction that the Empire was going, decided to AWOL, or leave, and join up with Fang and his forces, and I don't know if I should be saying his forces because I don't know if everyone's like following Fang or just like there because. But anyways, yeah, that's where we'll open up today, which is y'all are at that tavern that was at like the top of the hill. You all got rooms. You stayed for the night. Everyone's all rested up. Don't worry about the gold pricing or anything like that. Just go with it. But you wake up the next day and free lodging. What? Yeah. What are y'all doing? Who's doing what? Who's up? Who's waking up?
Coffee likes her sleep, so she's gonna sleep in.
I was about to say not all at once there, folks.
I assume that I am also somehow in this hotel, or am I somewhere else still?
You're somewhere else still.
Okay.
That's
All right.
for the moment being.
Yeah, I mean, Fang's gonna get up and kind of, scout out the area, see if there's any retaliation due to, or like see what the news is in the town about a certain fire breaking out in a nearby
Ye
area.
old newspaper.
More of just people talking about it, you know what I mean? Town criers, the whole nine, never know.
So you're just trying to see if you can see if anybody knows
I'm
that you're
just-
at
'cause you
Shadow
said-
Post?
Yeah, kind of just seeing like if anything rumor-wise has been going around about Shadow Post, because I imagine a giant blaze might have caught the attention of some people.
Fire.
We'll say with not too much effort. You don't want to like impose the question, like plant the seed or anything like that. But you overhear a couple of people talk about how there was like a big fire out that way that had to get managed. They sent some druids out to hopefully put it out, but it's not so much of a they don't know who started it type deal. It's just like they think something happened out that way, and now they just
It's not suspected arson. It's just
it's just
it was a fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Just that's all I'm trying to get. In the clear. Good.
Are you
Fang's
in
just gonna...
the I guess the main part of the tavern, like the lower part?
Yeah. I'm just like downstairs in the tavern, just kind of just drink or just kind of sitting there drinking, just kind of listening mostly.
So around that time, the doors to the tavern open up, and a familiar tabaxi walks in with another tabaxi that you're not familiar with, by the name of Sulk. Sulk looks over to Orgy. Why exactly do you think it's a good idea to come here? Are you thinking your old friends might lean our way?
Well, I'm sure, as you can tell, you also heard about the fire that happened. Strange things don't just spark up for no reason, so maybe somebody might be behind it.
So you're thinking they might be behind it?
Possibly, yes.
Now, Orgy, I know you weren't here for the finale for season 1, but essentially there was a big fight. You ended up fighting like a clone of yourself, which you ended up defeating, and all of the champions that won were granted a wish from Shar, which we can figure out what your wish was whenever. But essentially, also at that champion fighting was Thaven, and then Joseph was fighting himself for a bit before it turned into Ox, and then him, with the help of Coffee, ended up killing Ox, and then Fang was fighting a copy of himself as well, and ultimately ended up dying. Well, not because of the copy, but because he fell off the side of the cliff thing with Heart.
I got knocked off the side. I got a ring out, essentially.
Yeah. So essentially, you have seen Fang before, but you're not necessarily familiar with Fang, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And with him being the only one downstairs currently, it might not draw up any
No, that's fine. So then, in that case, I would say I just kind of like sit away from the bar, or away from wherever Fang is, and just motion over to like the bartender or whoever to get served.
Okay. One of the barmaids comes up. Good morning. Would you like some breakfast?
Yes, please.
Anything to drink?
Oh my god, he said please.
No, not right now.
Okay, I'll bring something up. And she walks off. Make a perception check.
Okay. 7.
You don't notice, but someone comes up behind you and like gives you a hug. Fang, it's been a while, and it's the voice of Mio, as you get the person off of you.
I am getting hugged.
Yeah, you're getting hugged.
Yeah,
Okay,
you said
you
Fang.
Fang.
Oh, sorry, not Fang. Or
I was gonna say.
Mio
I don't know
doesn't
why
know
he's hugging
Fang.
me. I was gonna say. I was like, I don't know. Like, I would have been immediately like, do I know you? Stranger danger.
But yeah, Orgy gets hugged.
Whoever is grabbing me right now, best let go.
And he like carefully unhugs you and
Unhugs.
takes a step back. Yep, definitely the same thing.
That's
Sorry,
not
I
my
keep
name.
saying Fang. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so clearly I don't know who you are, and you don't know who I am.
I'm drunk. I've been through some things.
Oh my god.
How have you been, Orgy?
Well, I'm alive,
What's
so
bad is I'm looking at Paul's face. I'm saying Fang every time. Okay.
This is not who you're talking to.
This is not the drones we're looking for. Where have you been?
keeping busy, making sure that those that need ruled have a ruler.
I'm not exactly sure what that means, but
Well, in time, I'm sure you will come to fall under the rule of me, just like everyone else, so it's
Oh boy.
understandable.
so the rumors are true. You are building up your own army.
Well, of course, I've told all of you before. There is only one goal here, and it is to crush any opposition and be the one true ruler of this kingdom.
That's really deep.
Well, laugh all you want. Eventually, I will get what I am after.
Who's your friend?
It's not really of your concern who he is,
Right.
unless you have business, perhaps.
Well, did you get an invite like the rest of us? Is that why you're out here?
An invite? No. I am wondering what or who may have started some fires. And also, here to see if there's any new recruits for my army.
Well, I think coffee's upstairs. And
I'm hearing this entire conversation, correct? Like, I'm still
yeah, like I'm thinking you're in earshot at least.
okay.
They're like not at the
Yeah, they're not at
but
the bar.
they're-
I just want to make sure this is not like I'm actually picking up on all this because this is like okay. Oh man, this guy's gonna be a character. This is gonna be fun.
Welcome to Orgy.
Coffee is here, you say.
Yeah, she's back alive, hanging out, doing the good stuff.
Well, I guess that means there's not much talent for the army around these parts.
Oof.
Oh no. So, I know it's been a year, Orgy, but my knowledge of, working with people, it's typically easier to get people to work with you if you're not,
An asshole.
yourself as much. I'll just say that.
That's exactly the problem is you think people are working with you. People work for me, beneath me, because I am stronger than they are.
You really haven't changed, Orgy.
Well, clearly you have not either. You're still the weak, sympathetic child.
Well,
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to be eating some breakfast.
right. I'll catch you later then, Orgy. And he kind of walks off. What are the rest of y'all doing?
Coffee's still enjoying her beauty sleep.
Coffee's waking the freak up. Get downstairs.
But Mom, 5 more minutes!
Fang is hearing all of this.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's Orgy and then the unnamed Tabaxi.
Currently now, yeah.
Okay.
Dargo's gonna head wake up, go downstairs. He sees Fang sitting by the bar and sits next to him to ask him, "So, what is our next thing? What is our plan from here?"
Well, got a contact that I need to reacquaint myself with. But right now, I think might have, well, an acquaintance of ours, or I should say of the rest of our parties, sitting just over there. And I kind of motion, just kind of generally motion to the 2 Tabaxis. The Orgy, I think he used what he was calling himself, seems very interesting. It's going to be very, well, I guess interesting to see how the rest of this morning unfolds, because I believe he was with us, well, with me and the others.
Them.
With them. I remember him being, well, in that shadow realm area fighting the clones of ourselves. Which, once again, every time I say that, it just sounds crazy. I'm just it happened. Just believe me on that one. But I believe he was there with us. But I don't remember his friend. So this will be very, very interesting, to say the least. And then he just kind of goes back to drinking, just kind of keeping an eye on Orgy, but not actually engaging anything just yet. He's gonna wait to see how Orgy reacts to the rest of the party.
Okay. Around that time, Coffee walks downstairs.
So she comes down the stairs and she's like, man, I don't think I slept that good last night. And she happens to see Mio. She doesn't see Orgy right away. She sees Mio, so she goes over to Mio. Morning, Mio.
Morning.
What's up with you?
Orgy's here, and he's being Orgy, so that's how my morning's gone.
What's Orgy doing here? I didn't think he would show up.
I don't know if he's showing up because of that or because of the fires from yesterday. He spoke about them.
You didn't ask him?
Wasn't really much room for asking questions, I'm afraid.
Right. I guess I'll go ask him then.
Good luck.
Pray I don't get killed.
You arrive as the barmaid's like setting down the food to their table. Anything else?
No.
Okay, well, if you need me, just call. And she like heads off.
And Coffee pulls out a chair at their table and takes a seat. Well, do my eyes deceive me? I didn't think you would actually show up.
I immediately slam the knife down in front of her, and I say, and I didn't think you were foolish enough to sit down next to me without asking.
Yep, Mio was right. You haven't changed a bit.
Well, it's hard to improve upon perfection.
So
Right.
Fang from across the bar is just got a knife ready to throw as soon as like the knife slams down on the table, and I just kind of like nudge Dargo and just kind of like at the ready in case shit pops off here. You might need to tackle the other guy.
But yeah, Coffee doesn't seem phased by that at all. And so she's like, so what are you doing here, Orgy?
Well, clearly it's not for the company.
Apparently not.
If you must know, am tracking and planning a bit of revenge, if you will, on some people. And being that I'm recruiting an army, figured we'd come by since there were some events that had unfolded and maybe thought there were some capable individuals around, but this day seems to have risen on an empty roost, if you will.
Uh-huh. So are you just joining us because you need help with this revenge, or?
I am not joining you. I think we're here by happenstance, which has most certainly not made my breakfast any more enjoyable. But
Well, I'm so sorry to hear that, Orgy.
I am curious why the likes of all of you are here, and also vaguely surprised that you're still alive, if I'm honest.
Well, things happen. But if you must know, we're here helping out, oh gosh, what was his name? Fang? Fang. Yeah, Fang. And I have nothing else better to do, so I thought I would tag along.
See, that's just it. Meek Coffee, just tagging along. You could be so much better.
And she kind of tilts her head. What do you mean by that?
Well, there's potential. Yet, you lack any leadership qualities. No drive to take charge, and sometimes make the hard call, or even really truly get your hands dirty. Thus, you will always be a follower. I suppose that's the path that's laid out for some of us. And others, such as myself, are meant to lead, to rule.
If that's what you think, Orgy, I'm not going to try to talk you out of that mindset. However, I fear that if you continue down the path you're going, I don't think it's going to end well for you.
Well, I guess we'll see.
She kind of shrugs. Take it as you will, then. But I will not intrude on your breakfast any longer. I just wanted to say hello and see why on earth you were here. And she kind of gets up from her chair and kind of looks over to Orgy's partner, and she kind of just gives a later, smile, nod, and leaves. Like a good luck. You're gonna need it. And she goes and sits back down with Mio. Yes, he has not changed one bit.
Nope. Do you want anything to eat?
No, I'm not that hungry.
Thank you for yesterday, though. You all coming out?
Yeah, no problem. How many times was that now? Saving you? She
Lost
says with a
track.
smirk.
It's best not to count.
Right. So has Fang said anything about our next move?
I haven't got a chance to talk to him yet. I think he's over at the bar with that new guy. Dargo, was it?
And she kind of like waves them over. Fang!
Fang glances. It's like kind of. And by this point, obviously, like once everything died down over there, like resheath the knife and everything. Just like okay, listen to everything, and then walks over to the table with coffee. Is it Mio?
Mio.
Mio?
Like
okay,
the
like the
juice.
like the. I thought it was. I was like, wait, did I just hear that, or is my brain broken again? So I kind of walk over to the table. Sit down. So.
Good morning.
So, good morning. Your, I hesitate to say friend, Orgy, was it?
Yeah, he's got some anger management he needs to take care of.
Sounds like he's well versed in quote-unquote management. What?
He thinks he is. His pride kind of clouds his judgment.
Fang kind of a visible smile that has not been there breaks out on his face. Pride, you say? Very interesting. Prideful are always so... How... Well, useful.
Prideful, but also stubborn. He's set in his own ways.
I kept hearing him babbling about trying to conquer, trying to take down the Empire?
Not
Yeah,
just the Empire, I'm afraid.
Take control of everything.
Yeah.
Although Mio, she kind of like nudges his Mio's shoulder. You know what Orgy said to me?
What?
He said I had potential. I don't
Is that
think
like
he's
a
ever. I don't think. I think that's
compliment?
like the first compliment I've heard come out of his mouth about me before. She just starts cracking up.
Fang just kind of looks between the two of them. And you actively chose to travel with that person.
No, he used to be what was called an honor-born. Basically, for the people of Uvain, there's this ritual thing that takes place. Anyways, the honor-born are selected in a way that they're previous people who have died, and they were tasked with protecting the catalyst, which for the Uvain people was me. So I got stuck with him, a guy named Ryfin, another guy named Alindi, Joseph. He like motions over to Coffee, and
Mm-hmm.
there was
Yep.
somebody else. I feel like there was somebody else.
Maka?
With
Oh, yeah,
that,
Maka.
with that realization, being like, I'm Joseph, pointing at Coffee.
Yes. Yeah.
And in the background
Bang,
of all this, you hear Orgy scream, "Another!" and smashes a glass on the ground.
The barmaid like jumps and like, oh no. It comes over.
Upon hearing the glass, Fang kind of once again has like the hand of the knife ready, but like realizing like, okay, yeah, we're just gonna calm down.
And, Coffee kind of like turns around to her chair and looks over at Orgy. Do you have to break everything?
No, but it's more fun that way. And he just laughs to himself.
Right.
You do know I'm gonna have to add this to your tab, sir, right?
You do know that I don't care.
Okay, just making sure. I'm trying to get another drink.
So, kind of clears the throat.
Would it be worth yet bringing him along, or?
I
Is
mean,
this
don't
a
get me
headache?
wrong, he's strong.
But he's a man of objective.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, if our objectives don't align, he has no reason to join us.
Stay and or kill us all.
Well, I
Argo
mean,
pipes
he's-
in.
Oh,
So it sounds like he's a liability.
I mean, he
You wanna put it
hasn't
that way.
actively tried to kill any of us that I can remember.
Yeah.
Coffee kind of recollections Alendi.
But he asked for it, to be fair.
Fair enough.
like metaphorically asked for it, or like actually asked for it?
Both.
You ever just want to strangle somebody and he like looks over at
I glance over to Artis. Maybe.
Oh, I'm
On
not.
occasion.
I'm not down there yet.
Okay, I glance at the stairs leading up. Like, I just glance at the stairs leading up to the rooms. On occasion.
And then I walk down
His ears are
and
burning.
I was waiting for you to like, you just poof, like you're just doing magic shit for no reason, just because you can. Just like misty step.
I walk down, like kind of rubbing my eyes, and look over and see the pile of like 2 or 3 glasses next to the table, and then like glance over and see Fang and everyone else at the other table and walk over to them. And I walk over, sit down. I think someone should invest in wooden mugs, it seems like.
I don't honestly think it would make a difference on what material the mugs were made of. He would find a way to break them.
Well, the tabaxi aside, we do, now that we have everyone, or at least everyone currently here, I do have a contact I've been meaning to get in touch with. Some little halfling. Going to be seeing if he's still around and if they are still in fact useful. So I think that'll be the next step, because based if he's still helping us, then well, we get one step closer to, well, getting rid of some very bad people. So I guess the question is, you know what? Wait here a moment, please. Fang gets up and goes and pulls out the chair in front of Orgy. and sits down.
Oh, jeez.
I just continue to eat my food and ignore him like he doesn't exist.
Oh my god.
No,
I
I
look
order
at-
some breakfast.
I look at the tabaxi next to Orgy. Good morning. How are you doing today?
Morning. Fine.
What brings you into town?
We have our reasons. What brings you into town?
Well, I have my reasons. Mostly just trying to right some wrongs, so to speak. And, based on the behavior I've noticed over here, I assume you're the one in charge.
Solt just kind of like looks over to Orgy. Do you know this one?
No, not. Doesn't ring a bell, but then again, I didn't know the dead could talk.
Fang just kind of glances at Orgy, then back to the other tabaxi. He didn't say his name, did he?
No.
So, no.
I'm sorry, what is your name? I know his name. What is yours?
Why particularly do you need to know said information?
Well, I think it'd be rude to simply refer to each other as tabaxi and lizard folk, don't you?
I think it's rude to ask for a name and not give one yourself.
Especially if you
You may call me Fang.
unexpectedly sat down.
I don't look at Orgy.
They refer to me as
I'm known as
Sulk. Yes.
I'm gonna write that down because I will 100% forget that. Well, it would appear that your companion knows a few of my companions.
It would appear so.
Based on the fact that, well, he's on and on about trying to rule, I think our paths may be aligning.
What gives you that impression?
Well, if you're going to try to take down the Empire, you're going to need more than just brute force.
And he kind of like grins a little. Do all these other races think the same? Such small scale.
It appears so. I don't think their brains developed as far as the rest of them.
Fang remains unfazed. Well, allow me to reiterate. If you're attempting to conquer everything, as you claimed, the Empire is going to be quite a large hurdle, don't you think?
For some, I could see it that way.
Some being you as well, for if you could simply roll over the Empire, you wouldn't be necessarily out here trying to amass more of an army. Am I correct?
I'll let your
Single-
assumptions go as they will.
He looks over to Orgy. What do you call a general without an army?
What do you call a whatever you are without a head?
Oh gosh. I don't know if I made Sulk's character sheet.
Like, is we about to throw it?
Oh boy.
I did not. Okay, that's gonna be interesting.
Well, upon hearing
you
last
both-
comment from Orgy, Dargo moves his chair out a little bit and preps his hand on a hilt in case he needs to spring into action.
Fang just-
And Coffee kind of looks over to Mio. Do you think we should interfere?
And Artist is just sitting there, like with his head in his hand, eating his breakfast. Like, thank God it's not me this time.
I bet the artist is like, oh my god, please let Fang die. Please, please, please.
Can we,
Like,
there's
sitting there trying to,
someone
like,
that
contain
can
his excitement.
remove him from my life? Do it. Mio looks at Coffee and is like, we'll see how it plays out, and if it gets too out of hand, we can interject. Or we could just leave. You never know.
This guy shrugs and continues drinking the water that she ordered.
What I'm offering is aid in your war efforts.
I've yet to see anything that impresses me. Doesn't really look like you have much to offer.
I begin matching his speech pattern, his voice, everything. Looks can be deceiving. Wars are won not just on the battlefield. You need contacts. You need supplies. Have you ever seen a hungry army win? If you truly believe that your nation, whatever it may be, will rule everything, you're not going to do it on your own.
I want to kick the chair from beneath him.
Roll a... Oh, gosh. I guess... acrobatics to see if Fang can prevent himself from falling out of the chair, and if Orgy can
It's a
knock the chair.
nat 20, but with a bonus, it's a 27.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
31.
Oh god.
Oh,
So Orgy kicks out this chair, and Fang is able to redirect.
I want to
it.
maintain. I want to maintain just the chair. I want the chair to go, but me to still be sitting there, in the same position, unfucking phased.
but I want that chair to fly out across the room and just
Oh, I
break
want
in-
that chair to fucking shatter. I want that
Yeah.
chair gone.
Let me.
Oh my
Accident-
goodness.
almost hitting
As-
Artist in the head.
Murdering. Yeah, that's. Oh god, that would be
As soon
great.
as that happens,
Artist
Artist
takes a chair to the
stands
head.
up.
Oh god.
Artist stands up. He's like, "All right, well, I'm gonna go enjoy some fresh air," and walks to the door and kind of sits out on the patio for this tavern/hotel.
Coffee's just
I imagine
"Oh,
you're
he's
just
a
sitting
little jumpy."
outside, just waiting to cast some sort of fire spell. You're just outside, oh, burn this whole place down. I am not fucking around right now. I've done it once.
Okay, so he said he's just staying put in a
I'm in the
seated position.
same seated position, unmoving. Good kick.
I just go, "Ah, turns out you're not quite so foolish as I thought."
You were really
stand
hoping to
up.
bust my ass. You were really.
Yeah. I was. I stand up. Well played. I guess we should probably head out.
Yes.
Fang just rises and then nods. It was good chatting with you, Orgy.
I walk over to Coffee and I say, "Were you worried?" And just snicker and walk out the bar.
And Orgy's just like, or Coffee's like, yep, Orgy hasn't changed a bit. Finishes up her drink.
Once they leave, Fang kind of like puts his hand on the table and just kind of like exhales.
So, how was the talk?
Fang immediately then recoups. Not as productive as I would have liked, but at the same time, I feel like our introductions were made. Whether or not he takes up the offer of support is, well, up to him. Although his friend also didn't seem, well, like he was much of anything other than a lackey. But I'm wondering how two Tabaxi are planning to take over everything.
I have no idea.
So Fang goes up to the bar. I would like to apologize about the chair. The brute wanted to make a grand exit.
Yep, happens all the time.
Fang kind of cocks his head. Fair enough. I put down money for the food that I ate and / the party ate. And then I slide an extra 5 silver across. We weren't here.
Didn't you say that last night?
Glad
It's
you
a
remember.
reminder.
That's why he just slid 5 silver across. Glad you remember. And then continue. And then Fang just kind of nods at him and then walks out.
Around this time, kind of at the same time, the two Tabaxis walk out and pass Artis.
I just sit there, eating my breakfast. Just
This
kind of glance
wants
over at him.
none of that.
Yeah. Like, oh, we've been down this road before.
I just leer at him and go, "Don't worry, you weren't even worth my time."
Oof.
Artis kind of pauses for a second, takes a deep breath, shakes his head, and just goes back to eating.
Artis and Orgy, made sure I said the right name. Make a perception check.
Seven.
19.
Okay. I guess apparently Orgy's back is turned to look at Artis, but Artis, you can see over Fang's shoulder, or Orgy's shoulder, that a rather large, very large mechanical structure is falling from the sky and landing fairly close to the tavern that y'all are at.
Clear my throat. Nice meeting you. And without alerting anyone, I quickly turn, walk inside. As soon as the door closes and no one can see me, I'll rush over to Fang and Coffee and everyone. We gotta go.
And Coffee's just like,
we
we
need to
just
leave.
got here. We just got here.
Yep, I know. We need to leave. There's a giant metal object falling from the sky at the tavern, so we gotta go.
Giant metal object.
And
Could
as soon
you
as
elaborate?
you say that, you hear the loudest
Crash.
outside. The whole tavern shakes.
Oh.
Well, and then I kind of look. Well, it landed.
That big, large metal object which she
Yeah,
kind of
that
guesses is an airship.
Fang just rubs his temples. Why is it every time I try to go somewhere, a ship falls out of the sky? It's like I'm stuck in a hell loop. God's why.
All right, well, Fang, what are we doing?
And like Artis in a friendly way puts his because like Fang and Artis have been together almost the entire time, puts his hand on his shoulder and kind of like gives like this sympathetic, exhausted look and just like, it's our luck, I suppose.
If your sword starts fucking glowing, I swear to every god in existence.
Coffee's looking between the two of them, very confused. He's a wizard. Why does he have a sword?
I just don't ask. Fang just kind of like motioned everybody. Well, I think we need to move. We might need to take a look at whatever the hell that was.
Are there any windows on the bottom floor stacks?
Yeah.
All right, I go over to one of them and like peek outside.
You are able to see. Did that image send through? What the heck?
I'm checking now.
It didn't.
Okay. It's doing
I got
Well,
it.
it went through, but it's got to download. And,
Potential security issue detected.
yeah, it's not one to pull up properly.
Corrupted.
Well, because you tried to send an image.
I'll just send it in the thing.
Yeah, it didn't download properly.
Do you want me to make a check for it, or
What did you say you were doing?
to like look out and then like kind of like look and investigate what I see that
Oh, okay.
fell?
Make a. Well, it's on the ground now, so you can see it. Make a history check to see if you can
Okay.
figure out what it is, though.
18.
Yes, you're familiar with these huge constructs known as Magitech armors. They are pretty much machines that the Empire uses to lay waste to towns and villages and other things of that nature on a
Nice.
pretty quick, old-fashioned scale.
Would Fang know what these are since...
I'm sorry. Quick question. Did you just call down a fucking Gundam? Did you just call down a fucking Gundam?
Excuse me, that's copyrighted, so no, it wasn't.
I mean, I called down a Magitech armor, which is like a Final Fantasy thing, but yeah, it's essentially a piloted machine.
How big is this? You said large. How
Huge.
Huge. It did the
Got it.
18 feet.
Got it.
AKA, we need to get the fuck out.
Okay.
So I basically...
Okay.
I look
Got
back
it.
from the window and I tell Fang what it is and like describe it.
Fang immediately is like, those are meant for armies. Why the hell? You know what? Davik's a fucking crazy person. We need to go. If you value your friend's life, I think you might want to yell at him. I don't care how stubborn an ass he is. Fang bolts up the stairs to find the rest of the party to wake them up, make sure they're moving, so that way we don't leave them in the hotel. to
And Coffee,
die.
being the good soul she is, goes outside,
Oh no.
tries to go find Orgy.
I imagine Orgy is just like with axe in hand, just like fucking Drax in Guardians, just do it. I can take it. Like that's what I just imagine he's doing right now.
I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, I'm basically like walking towards it.
Coffee's gonna stop him. Coffee's gonna try to stop him.
On that
Margo went
note-
with coffee.
we are going to take a 5-minute break. We have to add one more party member, and I'll probably have to readjust the screenings, but we'll be back at that and start rolling into the fight. But yeah.
Fight.
Yay.
Fight. No, we're leaving.
Back shortly.
No, you're not.
We're fighting a Gundam. Let's go.
We about to die. We're back. We're back. We're back. Oh, I just gotta fix my image. My image.
Or we're muted.
Oh, there we go.
Probably what it is.
Yeah, we were muted. So I have to leave soon, Stacks. I'll stay in the fight as much as I can, but yeah, you'll need to. If you're alright with taking over my character.
Oh, we're dead.
Good. Good.
Yay,
the guy
all my
was the
windows
guy
didn't
who
get
could
messed
cast
up again.
range spells. Fuck.
Sorry.
That's fine.
But for future, I'm probably if we're not gonna be able to be there for the whole episode, I'll probably just not have y'all join, if that's cool. Cause the redoing the window thing is going to destroy me. Okay, sweet.
Well, I mean, Will, are you on your phone or are you on your laptop?
I'm on my laptop.
I mean, you could, in theory, just mute yourself and leave it up.
True.
Unless you need your laptop.
Oh no, I don't need it.
I mean, yeah, I'm just saying. Like,
Yeah, that
it's
works.
Cool if y'all. It's fine. I'm not crying.
Sounds like
I'm
a.
not crying.
Sounds like a. I was gonna say it sounds like a DM problem.
What?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You do
'Cause,
realize what you're about to face, right?
It's. I mean, it
Do
just
not
sounds like
piss
it's.
off the
Just,
DM beforehand.
it's the streamer's problem. Like that's not on. That's not on us.
Oh, what?
Yeah, but it can become our problem.
Oh yeah, it 100% can be. I 1,000% know exactly what he's talking about because I do the same thing. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna obviously give him shit about it.
Yep. Give me shit right before
Yeah,
I
I'll
have
just,
this giant, huge, freaking Mechazoid come and attack all of y'all. What? It's
Yeah.
targeting Fang again?
You act
I'll
like
just,
I got 6 character sheets in the background that I could easily roll into this and just be, oh yeah, I knew Fang. Let's roll. Let's go. Oh yeah,
Another
Fang. I was just.
Magitech armor just landed and blew up your.
You act like the
I mean,
entire
listen,
network.
Stacks. To be fair, okay, we had Moon Elf join our water heist campaign, and you almost killed her with a fireball as soon as she got
I
in.
made sure the damage was like contained, but for poor Haddix, yeah, no. So essentially, y'all are at this tavern. Fang went up to go get Maka, who's still upstairs. And what are y'all doing as far as? Are y'all engaging or trying to like flee? What's happening?
I'm trying to get Orgy the fuck out.
Orgy, what
Argo.
I'm just watching it to see what it does.
Yeah, how far out did this thing land from us?
It's probably 50 feet from the
Tavern.
Yeah.
I thought this landed like on the edge of town. This thing is next to us.
Yeah.
So you're saying I can take 40 feet of it? Is that what you're saying? Because I'm already outside the tavern?
You're within 40 feet of it? Yeah.
Yep. Perfect. That's close enough to engage.
Oh no!
Everybody roll initiative.
Oh no!
Wait, are we rolling initiative? God damn it!
Uh-huh.
Oh my Lanta. All right.
Wonderful.
18.
Oh.
I need a high initiative here just so I can get outside.
Ugh.
But now I'm gonna roll like a 2. I rolled a 2. 6.
Oh my god.
You did one better than me.
13.
Yeah, but when you have a plus 40 or initiative, getting a 6 is kind of bad.
I have a +3. I'm not too far behind.
Why do you have a? Never mind. I've stopped asking questions about your character. Why is a wizard this dexterous? Dexterous? Whatever.
Dexterous?
Words. Why he's so nimble?
Okay. Artist, what did you roll?
5.
Nice. Mako, what did you roll?
24.
24. Someone's awake. Dargo, what did you roll?
13.
Fang, you rolled a 6?
Yep.
Nice.
So are we just gonna roleplay that she woke up to the sound of a giant
Yeah.
robot landing outside? Once again, I thought that thing was in the hills. I was like, okay, let me go wake them up. Had I known it was that close, I would not have been like, they heard that. Essentially, like, thunder just struck next door. Yeah, they know.
Orgy, what did you roll?
A 20.
Okay. First up is Orgy, and then we'll go into initiative rolls.
Okay, so I move 40 feet to be, I guess, next to it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming, right? It's just kind of there.
Yeah, it's only like 50 feet away. It's like landed on that gazebo thing that y'all had a meeting at in the first episode. Just hanging out, chilling.
Okay.
So it's downhill?
Yes, essentially.
Okay.
So I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack it with my greatsword twice. So the first one is a 28 to hit,
28 hits.
and then the second one is a 20 to hit.
Okay. That one hits.
Okay, so damage 16 on the first,
Okay.
and 10 on the second, so total of 26.
Cool.
And that's my turn.
Okay, dokes. Top of the order, Maka, you just woke up. Large machine things outside your window. You can either attack from your balcony or decide to like go into the tavern. Depends.
Get from the window up onto the roof.
Okay.
Decent. Got some good vantage points.
Just make a acrobatics check real quick, and then.
$21, and I've got like the magic shoes of climbing walls and stuff. So
Okay, yeah. Yep, you're good.
Magic shoes of I made it.
Yeah. So then I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark
Okay.
as my bonus action. And then obviously firing with the longbow. So 17 to hit.
Misses.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. Then I'm gonna hide in plain sight. That's me sneakily ducking behind one of the chimneys, maybe.
Okay. Next is Orgy again, and Coffee, you're on deck.
Wonderful. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Do you see how big this thing? Get your ass out of there! You're gonna get killed!
And I just holler back, quiet.
Oh,
Shut up, peasant!
So I'm gonna attack it
busy
again.
here.
So the first one is 30 to hit. Second one is a 14.
First one hits.
Okay. Damage on that is 8 plus 3 is 11.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do Claws of the Damned. So as a bonus action, 16 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. Then that's my turn.
It's going to use its reaction to try and grapple you. I need
Okay.
you to make either a athletics or acrobatics check.
Athletics it is.
Wait, what's the initiative order?
You're at the bottom,
Oof.
and
Well,
Thing's
Yeah, I know
above
that.
you. Essentially, you don't know the initiative order yet, because the round hasn't happened yet.
it was a 12. Just so you know.
Oh,
You
okay.
said the check?
Yep, I gotta do mine. So it's physical dice. $17. Okay, so
Yeah.
grapple. Okay. So this tentacle comes out of the Magitech and like clamps down on you, Orgy, and like grapples you
Okay.
to the ground. That was just his reaction.
Well, okay, so yeah, just...
Coffee,
We're all dead.
your turn.
I'm grappled, not
Okay,
prone
so...
or whatever, right?
I think grappling prones you.
A grappled creature's speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if the effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler, such as Thunder Wave. So basically I just can't move, but I'm not pinned.
Yeah, more or less.
Or
Your
miss.
arms are still free.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Okay,
Cool.
so DM, these suits. Are there people inside controlling the suits? Or...
Potentially Eldritch Knights are inside the machines.
And they're made of metal, right?
The Magitech, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Where this is going?
I'm going to cast Heat Metal
Okay.
at 5th level.
Okay.
Oh,
This is some Ace Ventura,
Nope.
Ace Ventura 2, just inside the Rhino.
Very hot in these rhinos.
Woo!
Alright, and then I think the damage is 31.
31. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, Magitech's next, and then Dargo, you're on deck after. Okay.
Yep, so it's getting toasty. for that knight in the suit.
Or is it? He might have air conditioning.
I
I don't think air conditioning is a thing.
I don't think air conditioning is gonna help him in this case.
Magitech's turn to attack. So it is going to use bonus action. What is it? Electric field. Any creature that is within 5 feet radius of the Magitech must make a dex save. Orgy!
Oh no.
Oh no. He's
20.
Okay, you make it, so you only get half of this. It's not pretty. Okay. I'm gonna have to do this in the thing, because... Not that one.
Also, DM, just to let you know, because I used heat metal, creatures holding a worthy object takes the damage from it. Creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
So the heat metal isn't gonna work in that way because the guy's inside, but he's also protected from the metal itself, if that makes sense. Like his capsule that he has inside is preventing him from actually touching physically the
What kind of bullshit is that?
It's plot armor.
You can't
in
drop
the
it.
finest degree. So that's 15 thunder damage. You get electrocuted pretty much there, Orgy, as the tendrils kind of like spark out and sizzle your fur flesh. For its action, it's going to...
Sorry, just real quick. Is the 15 the already halved, or is it 15?
Sorry,
like-
half that. 15 half. So,
7?
7.
Or 8?
It's going to multi-attack. Coffee. Let's see. Which one do I want to use?
How far away am I from this thing?
Feet.
Well, it's going to move closer to the tavern so that you'll be in range of its attack.
So I'm not grappled anymore?
No, you're still attached to its freaking claw hook thing that it has on you. It could
Okay.
shoot that out. So it's going to use its ice beam on you first there, Coffee. 40 feet. I need you to make a dexterity save.
$20.
Okay, so half of this. Whenever half of 34 ice damage. As this beam of ice energy shoots at you.
Absorb elements. Coffee.
Did you hear Coffee?
What? I'm sorry.
17.
Maka said, do you have absorb elements?
Absorb elements.
I do, but my health is okay right now. So
Okay.
I kind of want to use it like when it's a little more dire.
And it's going to use its second attack on Coffee.
Oh no!
To shoot a bolt beam at her. I need you to make another dex save.
That's a 10. I might use absorb elements on this one.
Okay, this one's going to be a fool. Okay, you can stop spinning there, dice. Jeez. 36.
All right, so as a reaction, I am going to use absorb elements.
Okay. And does that half it or?
Spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you and storing it for your next melee attack.
Okay.
You have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn. Also, the first time you're hit with a melee attack on your next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 damage on the triggering type and the spell ends.
Okay. So this particular resistance is going to be lightning damage, and
Yes.
you get attacked by lightning damage between now and then. So that's its 2 attacks.
What was the damage on that bolt attack?
36. So half of that is not 36.
17. No.
18.
Next up is Dargo.
So how far away is it from me now? I was pretty much next to coffee.
It's within. It only has to be within 40 feet, but it's within like 20
Okay,
feet
only
of
within
the
that.
tavern.
All right. So I'm gonna use a bonus action. I'm going to rage,
Okay.
and then I will run up on it and attack it twice.
Okay.
I got 8 for the first hit.
Misses. Is that what your bonus is? Or did you like just click the thing?
There's nothing for the hit.
Oh, yeah, that was with my bonus.
Okay, yeah, that one misses.
Yeah. And then for my other sword, 12.
Ooh, that one also misses. Oh no!
Naturally, of course.
Whoops.
Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Fang, your turn, and then Artis, you're after him, and then Maka
Artist gone.
starts back up.
Yeah, artist did.
Also, I have a question. Is Sulk not fighting?
Do you want Soul to fight?
I mean,
I'll have
yeah,
him
like,
go after you. For
It doesn't matter.
levity's sake, you could just roll twice, except take out your special effect items.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would have been. Where would I have been just upstairs? Like, would I have busted into her room like as she jumped out? Like when like I'm trying to figure out where I would have been when initiative started. Because I've like moved upstairs and then we rolled, but I didn't know exactly where I was inside the tavern.
You could say that you made it to Maka's room and then you saw her jump out the.
Okay. So I follow Maka out the window,
Okay.
and I attempt to get on the roof.
Acrobatics.
Or wait, you say there's a balcony, or is it just like the window?
There's a balcony, but it's on the opposite side. So like
All right. Yep. I'm gonna
acrobatics or athletics, whichever.
acrobatics. Ooh, thank God. 26.
Okay, you're up there.
Okay. Backflip.
Oh gosh, he wants to be fancy
Um,
after.
Well, yeah,
You
with the
just climb
26.
normal.
Bet. Yeah. Okay. Get up there. Just like, wha-
You say
I get up
backflip
there.
before you do.
No, because then you'll make me roll. Then it'll make with a disadvantage, or I'll have to do it with a flurry. So I climb up the top. And then this thing is you said it's 20 feet from the tavern now?
Yeah.
I ain't making that jump. I kind of back away from the edge of the rooftop a little bit, like we'll say about 5 feet back, just to kind of give 10 feet back. Back up about 10 feet, then I pull out the short bow.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let loose an arrow. Don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. Okay, cool. So I do get to do sneak attack. Well, I'm doing a sneak attack with the bow.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna let an arrow fly.
Okay.
28.
That hits.
Thank God. All right, so it is going to be 11 points of. Okay, we're actually we'll get 5d6. So yeah, 5d6. Oh, that's satisfying noise. Okay. 34, and then. Chop out of death.
You said that's another 34 on top of the 11?
No. So it's 34 damage, of just piercing damage from the arrow.
All right.
30 feet, go half. I can't use that because there's not another creature with. Ooh, question, DM. Is the person inside the robot and it like one being, or could I make an attack to attack the being inside of it as well?
You don't have any visual on the being. It's contained within.
So it's inside. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like I could see him through like the robot eyes or some shit. Okay, then that will do it for my turn. I will then use my bonus action to hide.
Okay.
Which is essentially just me like kind of getting down on the roof. It's just not getting down, but like just.
I am one with the rooftop.
I am a tile. Look at me.
I mean, look, I blend in with the roof tiles. Look at me. Look at my scales.
I didn't know you were part chameleon.
He just looks
there,
to
Paul.
the left, and there's Maka like hiding behind a
Imagine just like, go away. My honey's not here first.
Artist, your turn.
So is it my turn, real quick? All right. So
Fireball.
is the Magitech still actively engaged right now?
What do you mean? Yeah.
Yes, it's
Okay.
still trying to murder us.
So-
it's trying to murder Orgy and Coffee. Everyone else is just kind of around.
So I go outside and go outside the tavern, pull out the sword, hold it up parallel with the amulet, and put my left hand on the back of the sword. It starts glowing red along with the amulet, and all of a sudden everyone that's outside can see this giant summoning circle appear, and
What in
a
the
bunch of wind
God
starts
is
going,
that?
and all of a sudden a large brass dragon appears inside the summoning circle.
Okay.
Let them fight.
And that'll be my turn. I have to head out, and there's nothing
You
else
just
I can
brought
really
a
do.
kaiju to fight the Jaeger. Is that what you just did?
Pretty much.
Hey, and then
I
he might
fucking
fuck
love
that
you. And then he's just, boom, you're a problem now. I love it. I fucking love it. Because now Stax has to have a dragon there.
You guys have a great weekend.
Okay,
you too,
dragon.
man.
Wait, where
Thanks, man.
is the dragon comparatively to us? Is it like right in front of us?
Yeah, so it's like basically like almost right in front of the tavern, standing next to me.
This is a large dragon?
Yes, it's a large dragon.
So we have so it's a huge, a large, and then a bunch of normals, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm making sure in my brain, the theater of the mind, I'm having everything proportionate here. Let's see.
All right. Yep. Have a great weekend, guys.
Okay.
Take it easy.
Yep.
I'm trying to see. Breath attack. So it needs instruction from artists. Okay, yeah, it's 2. Okay. On Dragon's turn, it uses its fire breath. We'll go with that. DC.
Wait, you said it was a brass dragon, right?
Yeah. 16.
Doesn't that doesn't do fire, does it? Or does that do fire?
Brass does fire.
Yeah,
Copper
copper
does
is the one
acid.
you're thinking of.
Damn it! I thought for sure. I was like, acid. Yes, nailed it.
As long as there's no grandmas around.
And that's what we call an inside joke. Ding. So really, he just said Charizard, I choose you. Is really just what he did there.
More or less.
Like at first I thought it was gonna be the same size as him, and I'm like, no, he's just a size bigger than us. So yeah, he just brought out a Charizard. He was just like, yo, Charizard, let's go. I was half expecting him to be like, yeah, I summon it, I get on it, and we leave. He just flies away on the dragon.
Next up is Maka. So this dragon comes and uses its fire breath on the Magitech armor, hits it, takes damage, and then Maka peeks out from around the.
Quick question: how do we set up? Are all the kind of allies on one side of this creature?
Kind of now.
I'm on the far side, actually.
You're on the you've spoiled everything. I was like going to conjure a volley of arrows, but it has to be like it's like a circle of damage. I'm like, could I shift it out to one side? Do you think? Can I manage to get a 20-foot circle in? It would be awesome.
Actually, yes. Because I was next to it, and he moved 20 feet
Awesome.
away from me.
Okay,
Aren't you
so
still grappled by it?
Well, yeah, but I'm still 20 feet away from it. Just
Long time
basically, I'm on one side. Then 20 feet later, it's the mech, and then 20 more feet later is Coffee.
Oh, so
Does he
the grappling mechanic that's around you keeps you within like a 5-foot range of it, Orgy. As it
Okay.
moves, until you
You
break
said
free.
earlier. Okay.
Okay, so it's 5 foot one way, 20 foot the other way from Coffee. So my volley will fit in. So
Yes, actually, still works.
excellent. So I'm not going to kill anyone important. Brilliant.
But you just
That's if
wiggle underneath the mech, and then you're fine.
Okay.
It's like a
So
pavilion.
Mech needs to do a dex roll.
Okay. Go whammies. 11. Yes.
41 damage.
41.
41.
Nice.
So basically, the conjure volley is I shoot an arrow up into the air to the point of which I've hit, and then my spell just basically creates a volley of arrows.
Oh, okay.
onto the mech.
That is fucking terrifying.
Did you roll
And then I hide-
extra
then I hide
for
again.
Hunter's Mark?
Oh, I do, don't I? So I get an extra. Not very much actually. I think it's because it's a level 3 Hunter's Mark, so it's 3d6, so it's probably not very much.
Yeah, not that much, just 3d6.
Sorry, it's just I pressed the wrong button and it's gone out. Really weird.
Oh my god. Oh, that's what this fucking thing looks like? I
You
it in
just
the
saw
group
that, Paul?
chat. Yeah, I just saw that in the group chat. I've had my phone down. I normally don't have my phone up, but good lord. I don't like any of that.
So it's 52 damage,
Okay.
and then I hide.
Okay. Next up is Orgy. Top of your turn, make either athletics or acrobatics check to try and break free of the grapple.
Okay. 1 second. So, if it's strength based, it's classed as strength checks, or is it just solely strength? Like doing a strength check, do I get advantage on for being in rage? Is it anything that's based on strength, or is it just straight strength?
Let me look real quick. I imagine that's for athletics as well.
Okay, I'm just making sure before I roll. So, all right. So the first one is a fucking 15, and the second one is a nat 20, so 28.
Okay. You're able to break free.
Wonderful. I'm gonna attack it some
Break
more.
free. Okay.
First one's a 21 to hit. Next one's a 19 to hit.
Both hit.
Awesome. 10 plus 3, 18 plus, not that much, so 10. So 28 damage total.
28.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do Claws of the Damned again. And 16 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. So that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Why did it do that? Oh. Coffee's turn, and then Magic
Wait.
after.
Soot. Or
What's
the other tabaxi.
Oh yeah, Sulk.
Sulk, that's what it was. I was like, I knew I was wrong with Soot. I knew I was gonna do that too, and I wrote down his name and totally didn't read it.
All right. You said without any of the bonuses?
Yeah, so he gets one attack or bonus action,
Okay.
action, movement, normal.
So just the dice roll to hit, you mean?
No,
So-
you can have him roll with your stats for
Okay.
your great weapon or whatever, but
Okay. Okay, no rage bonus or any of that.
yeah,
So 30 to hit,
that hits.
and then a 9 for damage.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. Coffee.
Okay, so I'm gonna disengage, run as far away from it as I possibly can, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna turn into a phoenix.
Okay.
And that'll do it.
Ah, dang, man. We got dragons, mechs, phoenixes.
It's like a regular
Freaking
anime
arrows
show
are
up
raining
this
down
piece.
out of nowhere.
So Magitech's turn. You all watch as the Eldritch Knight in the huge construct ejects out of the top and shoots 100 feet into the air. And for his action, he is going to.
Does anyone else remind me of, like, you know, in Sonic, where there's like the robot and the man who's in the top?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's exactly what I'm
Well, I was
trying-
thinking of that question in the law of armed combat CBT where they're like, can you shoot paratroopers as they're going down in a parachute? I'm like,
But what if he hasn't gone down yet? He's still going up. That's not technicalities.
Now I need everyone within 40 feet. So it should be everybody except
Coffee.
To make a dex save.
I guess opportunity attack wouldn't really.
12.
You said dexterity save?
Yes.
11.
Hey, an 11.
24.
Oh, that was so close to a 29. That was so close. It was like nat 2. Whoa. That's what it did to me. That's what it did to me right there.
Oh. Oof.
Everyone who didn't get 18 or higher takes 28 fire damage. And then everyone who saved gets half. But you watch as this large machine just like explodes, obliterating like everything in its field. The tavern starts catching on fire.
Oh, no.
The grass is singed. and
Did we take how
destroyed.
much damage? I'm sorry? 28?
28 if you failed, and then half of that if you pass.
Okay.
And that ends his turn. Dargo.
All right. Has the Eldritch Knight landed yet?
Not yet. He's still 100 feet in the air. Well, I'll say like 120 feet in the air because of the...
Perfect. So I will use my Circlet of Blasting to cast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
So let's see. Boop. 5.
Oh, dear.
Damage. Is Scorching Ray just one ray?
It's 3 rays. I don't know if I.
So these rays like shoot up in the air. One of them like singes the guy. It's like, ah! Let's see. Are you able to do anything else on your turn, or?
Nope.
Yo, DM, where's my tea at?
It can't manifest during combat.
No, I want my tea. This Phoenix wants her tea.
Nope, no,
Right.
no. There's gonna be a nice tea waiting for you when you get turned back into a human coffee or elfin coffee. No one's in. I'm sorry. Did you say you had any more attacks, Dargo?
No.
Okay.
Nope. That's all I got.
Okay. Fang, your turn.
Okay.
That is true. I did disengage.
No. While combat's going on.
Okay,
Yeah,
so...
no. You didn't specify that before.
I didn't specify
the-
it, but guess
so
what
he-
did? My Calamar rules underneath me.
So
Down
he
there.
shot out of the mech. The mech exploded, so now the mech is in pieces.
Yep.
The building that I'm currently standing on is on fire, or catching fire as we speak.
Mhm.
You said he's 100 feet up.
Also, you have cheer dice now, so.
I have. Oh.
Been redeemed. It's been redeemed.
Good. Good.
Well,
Um, fuck it. We're gonna let it. We're gonna let it rip.
Okay.
I'm gonna aim up at the guy.
You got some cheer dice too, Paul.
Oh gosh. All right. So. Okay, I did hide as my action. So would I be getting sneak attack on this? Not to mention, there's no way in hell he sees me 100 feet up.
Well, you would need to first roll stealth, and then from that number, I'll be able to tell if you actually were managed to hide.
Okay, so we're just gonna. Okay. 22.
Yeah, let's say he didn't notice you.
Okay, so that would have been the bonus action from
Yeah.
the last round. Okay, cool. So yeah, I aim just straight up and let loose another arrow at him. This floating target. A 21.
That hits.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, because I got. What's the cheer dice are only used for hitting, correct? Not for damage.
It is for, I think, attack and saving throws. I would have to look real quick.
Cheer die.
Attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll hang on to that for later. Okay, so we are doing all of the rolls. So first is that one. And then there's this one. And then the only downside is I can't do the Wail of the Dead. Or Wail from the Grave. Attack damage a creature on your turn. You can target a second creature 30 feet away. Unfortunate. So he will be taking 23 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then... Oh, shit. Never mind. All right, I'll save that for later when that is useful. Okay, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to hide.
Roll
My,
another stealth since you made action between now and last stealth.
21.
Oh, okay.
Just back into the tiles.
Let's see. Next up is Artis. He is going to use. Why not? Fireball at fifth level.
Send that dragon up there.
Dragon
Well, the
goes
dragon's
after
like
him.
his own turn, right?
Oh, I thought he has to like command it to do stuff.
Yeah, but Artis has 2 actions as a dragon warden.
Party on. Wait, you say he's casting fireball?
Yeah, it's 150 distance.
Oh, okay. I was thinking something else.
Quit distracting me!
I'm-
Oh my god.
I'm worried about the area of effect.
Yeah, y'all aren't in the area of effect. At least I don't think.
Yeah. Still gonna
No,
send
20
it.
feet. Y'all are good.
Okay, thank God. Too late. Already on. Sorry, left my hand.
So that fits. So he's gonna roll full damage. 33. And he's gonna command his dragon to attack on his turn. So what can you do for bonus? He'll use dragon breath on him. And that's a spell, right? I hate using other people's freaking character sheets. Bonus action.
Oh,
dragon
man.
breath.
God damn
This
it.
dragon gives it more fire damage. And then dragon attacks with
No, never mind.
what's the distance of His dragon's gonna fly up. How far can he fly? 60 feet. So he's gonna fly 60 feet closer to the guy and use his. Can he reach? No, that's 30 feet. That's 25. I don't think he can reach. But he can use a spell. Let's see. From Artis's homeboy. So we'll go with Scorching Ray at 4th level. Oh no. 14, that doesn't hit. Okay, so that misses. Maka's turn?
Ooh. So looking at do you think my hunter's mark would that transfer, or is it that kind of basically, because it says
I think you use your bonus action to move it to a new target.
it's a new target. Can you bonus action before your attack, or is it only after?
You can do it before.
Okay, so bonus action hunter's mark.
Okay.
Okay. So then I get the use my longbow then to try and
Okay.
hit. 27 to hit.
That hits.
This poor son of a bitch is gonna be dead before he hits the ground.
Oh no, it's not too many, it's 9, 14, so that's 30, 20, 23 damage.
Okay. So you shoot him, and the arrow goes into him. He's like, ah! Not a good day. Next up is Orgy. You're no longer grappled, because the thing that was grappling you exploded. Well, you broke free last
free.
turn. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, this dude's still up in the air?
Yep, until his turn.
Okay.
He'll drop like 60 feet.
I don't know how this fool plans on landing.
The mechanics of it. If he's able to land, he doesn't take fall damage because of the.
Well, I imagine he's got like boots of bullshit, so I imagine he's fine. But like,
wouldn't it be a shame if the Phoenix just swooped in and cut all the cords to the parachute?
I don't think he's parachuting. I think it was just more of a joke about it.
The Phoenix should just like swallow and fold while he's floating in the air. But
once again, that brings up the question of like, what, she swallows him whole, and then she goes back to normal size.
I don't think a Phoenix is that big, but
Just saying. Questions.
I mean, we do have a big ass dragon that could eat him, probably.
It's a spirit.
Still a dragon.
It's still a dragon.
Bite.
yeah, I don't think I'm doing anything, I guess.
What? You don't have any range? Oh my goodness. Orgy has
He's
a
a
flaw.
barbarian.
Orgy
What do you
has
expect?
a flaw. The other barbarian has a range attack.
Yeah, he also a fucking magic amulet.
Yeah. Anyways, Coffee, your turn.
All right. So wait, how's this freaking knight falling to the ground?
Very carefully.
Does he have a parachute on? He doesn't have a parachute on, does he?
No.
No. Okay. Well, regardless, I think I am going to swoop in, and I'm going to. Yep, I'm gonna swoop him and hit him with my wings. So D20 plus.
Okay, he does have a parachute.
He does have a parachute.
Yeah.
How far can you fly?
I can fly 90 feet.
Okay.
So he's still kind of out of range.
Is he?
Well, He moved
100,
a bunch of feet back, turned into a phoenix, and then he moved 100 feet higher into the air, so he's like 120 feet in the air. So distance-wise, you're roughly like.
Okay, well, I guess let me see what I got for spells because this phoenix can cast spells.
Which I feel like is way more terrifying. Just a phoenix coming out, and then I'm imagining a fireball is about to erupt from her. To
I feel like this guy's gotta feel pretty helpless. Like, shit.
this dude was like, "Why did we only send one? Why didn't we send 3?"
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Call Lightning.
Okay.
Has to make a dex save of 16.
17 plus. Well, I'm not gonna do the math. It's higher than 17.
Yeah. Quick question.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
suspended floating.
I'm
to
gonna
the
give
ground,
you
right?
like a limited amount of questions per turn. Go ahead.
I'm just asking.
What'd
If
you
he's
say?
floating to the ground,
Mm-hmm.
how is he moving out of the way? Dexterity-wise.
I don't know
Yeah,
how the
shouldn't it be
physics
at
work. It's all within
disadvantage?
6 seconds.
Well, what I'm saying is like it'd be the. All right. I'm just asking the question.
Quick,
I rolled
logic. We talked about this.
I rolled 35,
Rules is
so
what-
he
sorry?
takes 17 damage because that's
Okay.
half. He made the save.
How do you want to do this?
So, I flew out my wings and I let out a screech, and the heavens like conjure this big ass lightning cloud, and a bolt of lightning just goes straight through him, like head all the way down.
Nice.
And he gets burnt to a crisp.
With that, you all are no longer in initiative as this scorched guy plummets to the ground and lands next to the other scorched Magitech armor.
But
There
everything's
goes-
still on fire, right?
Yep.
Yep, everything's on fire still.
We did it, guys! As the town is on
It's
fire.
almost like the first campaign all over again. And I don't mean season 1, folks.
You mean us defeating the bad guys?
No, I
Yeah,
mean you
no,
leaving like a lighted trail of every place that y'all have been. There's
That
other
was not our
elements
fault.
besides fire.
I used lightning. I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah. The fire
I
was
used
already
arrows.
present from all the other fire attacks that were used. But yeah, you
Um,
watch as this knight, Eldritch Knight,
just plummets. So Fang is gonna take this opportunity to get the hell off the roof of the burning building.
okay.
Going to the opposite side, climbing down, like getting down safely, like climbing down without go the other side of the building that's not on fire.
Okay.
Or not yet on fire.
Coffee in her phoenix form lands next to Orgy and gives him this look.
Artis summons his dragon spirit back into his sword and sheaths it behind him.
I'm just gonna like mosey down from the top of the burning building because I've got my slippers of spider climbing. Just wander down.
Okay. There's various people from inside the tavern attempting to put the fire out.
I would like to go and check the knight to see if I can find anything on him.
He's scorched to a crisp.
Well, no, I mean like as far as like not like material possessions. I'm guessing more of like anything that would identify like any rank, any sort of anything like that, like identifying markers.
Pretty
Do a
sure he-
history check with advantage.
Uh, 17. I rolled 2 13s. Are you kidding me? 17.
That's how it goes sometimes. You're able to know just from history that Eldritch Knights are typically all one rank. They're just a particular elite guard that the Triperian Empire sends out to pilot in these Magitech armors. They also know a flurry of spells and other things in case things go haywire. But yeah, they're just like a SWAT team that come in. You're also familiar that typically they don't come solo.
Get the fuck out. Got it.
I would like to.
Oh, and this tea magically manifests in front of coffee.
Quack.
She has no hands to drink it. She's got no hands.
Look, she's a sophisticated phoenix. She can use her feet.
It's just
You just imagine just this phoenix sitting on her butt and then her leg just grabbing the tea and just like, yes, pulling up the little like pinky toe, like, yep.
I'd like to use my tokens of the departed, like on the night, to capture his soul.
Does it count if his soul's already gone?
It
Does
says
he have
as
to
a
do it
reaction.
before?
It says as a reaction when a creature. He wasn't within 30 feet of me. Never mind.
His soul's like.
Well, it depends on when
bro.
he died. When he died.
Instantly.
So, hold
when
on.
he died in the air, like 100 and whatever the amount of feet he
Well,
was.
that would have made him unconscious, but then when he hit the ground, that would have been the failed death saves. No, I'm just trying to push it. Okay.
NPCs don't get death saves.
Oh, they don't.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
Who?
No, I'm just for the record. Somebody clip that out.
Oh gosh. Non-important NPCs. There's different classifications.
Oh,
There it is.
but a
There it
special
is.
knight who is designed to use fucking Gundams.
He didn't even
Not
have a name.
important.
He's like Eldritch Knight number 6.
We didn't know that.
I'm not
I was
saying
gonna
that
try to.
there's five
I was
more of these
legitimately gonna
things
try to
coming,
capture him. I was legitimately gonna try to capture him, but unfortunately, didn't make it to the ground
Why didn't you say anything on your turn?
Yeah.
because I didn't think about
Yeah, because
it
you didn't
until
want him to live.
the
Okay,
dragon.
it's cool. Next.
I was gonna have
It's
old
fine,
boy
it's
send
cool.
the dragon,
You
but by
wanted him
that
to
point
see
he was
him get
already casting
electrocuted. It's
fucking
cool.
death. I think my guy out to be like a bad guy here. It's like no,
No, we've all established that Orgy is the bad guy here. What are y'all doing?
I immediately inform them that these guys don't roll solo. We need to leave.
So soon? It's just getting fun.
You can have all the fun you want without, well, at least without me. I put the bow back, and then I begin making my way towards the opposite side of town. Like, look, I wouldn't have seen where it landed. Only fucking artists would have seen which direction it came in from. Actually, would I be able to tell from, like, the impact, like, where it landed? Or did it land, like, straight down?
It seemed more or less like it landed straight down from, like, 20 feet back from where it actually is now.
Okay, I'm guessing
Yeah.
like trajectory angle wise, like would it have like could I tell like oh it was launched from the south or the north or whatever?
Looked like it was.
Coffee, I think Coffee is going to fly up and see if she can see any more of them and see if she can get a location.
Make a perception check.
$20.
You see a total of 6 Triperian airships off in the
And
distance.
How far away are they? They looking?
200 feet, give or take.
Yep, she swoops back down, lands next to Fang, transforms back to herself. Yeah, we need to go. There are about 6 airships heading this way. They're about 200 feet out.
Fang doesn't say anything and begins. Oh,
Pass without trace.
Hmm.
Now on all of us.
Well, Fang's not
A veil
anywhere
of
around.
blood shadows and silence radiates from you, masking your companions from detection. For the duration, every creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, is a +10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks. And can't be
Woohoo!
tracked unless by magical means.
Nice.
Who's stealthing up?
Find no tracks
Yep.
or other passage.
Fuck yeah. All right, yep.
I do.
Stealthing up and moving the opposite direction of those airships.
Oh no, Fang, you're already on the other side of town.
We didn't
my
move yet. She literally
Just
landed
said.
next to us.
You immediately sheathed your bow and you're headed out the freaking.
And then, as I was like putting the bow away and about to start moving, Coffee went up, landed next to me, and said, "Hey, we need to go. They're over there."
So you are still.
Yes, he's right there.
Yeah.
And Coffee looks over to Orgy. Are you coming too, or are you going to be stupid? I saved your ass once. I'm not going to save it again.
Well, I guess sometimes one needs to live to fight another day.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Let's go.
So the way this works, everyone stealth up. Y'all have to make at least half the party successes in order for you to be successfully stealthed as a group.
Remember, +10 bonus to everybody.
Woohoo! Do we have advantage as well, or is it just a +10 to stealth?
I think it's just a +10.
+10, so a 33 for me.
25.
25.
Nat 20.
Oh, sorry, not 25. Plus 25 plus 10. 35.
Nice.
We we're just like,
23.
and we're shadows.
So for the time being, y'all can move about without drawing any attention. If any of you do anything outside of the normal, just trying to get the freak out, your stealth may go away.
Just moving.
Okay.
Yep, we're just moving. Yep.
Where are y'all trying to head? Where y'all want to go?
You kicked your mic or something.
Huh?
Oh, I thought you were like trying to talk and it was just nothing happened. I was like,
Oh, just mumbling like, what are y'all doing? What's the plan?
We're-
What's the sitch?
We're leaving.
Well,
we're leaving.
What are y'all
We're
doing
leaving.
while you're leaving?
Like we're just okay. Fang is just going like kind of bobbing and weaving, trying like getting out of town towards the opposite way of where the airships are coming in from, or where Coffee saw the airships coming in from.
Okay.
Dargo's following along Fang, but keeping a cautious eye out behind them to make sure they're escaping in the clear.
Coffee kind of like taps Fang on the shoulder. Perhaps maybe we should try to get into some thick brush. Kind of pointing towards the forest.
Honestly, it's about as good
Yes,
as.
Forest, please.
Honestly, any idea is a good one right now. And then Fang kind of detours more towards outside the town, trying to get a few rows into the forest, like just kind of bubbling out.
Make a perception check, Fang.
Perception check. Okay. I'm going to use my cheer die. And I think I just had the one cheer die, right?
Yes.
All right. 16.
Okay. Notched on a tree that's like to the right in the forest, not too far in. You see a series of thieves' cant that details a meeting between you and Valoran.
Like directions or like being like we need to meet.
Yeah, like meet at the cliffside, which is further along into this forest region.
I kind of take a second, kind of like run my hand over it. I immediately then take out my dagger and scrape the bark off.
Okay.
like to kind of erase what it was and then put the dagger back. Seems my contact has finally arrived. And then, so we need to make it to the cliffs.
All right, well, let's hurry up and get out of here then.
Keep moving. Staying.
Doesn't take you too long, but you make it to the cliffside, and it's a cliff that looks out onto the ocean, and there doesn't appear to be anybody there.
Stay in the trees. Let me see let me take a look.
Are you gonna stay back?
I rolled perception. I rolled 20. Does Coffee see anything at this meeting place we were supposed to meet this guy at?
Nope. Nothing out of the ordinary.
I was going to cast, just if we need some more information, I was going to cast Speak with Plants.
Okay.
I'm going to chat to the plants and ask them, was this guy ever here, or who's been here within the last day or so?
They give you the sense back that he's still here. He was here pretty recent.
I can still talk to him and go, where is he?
And they motion like over the cliff. Well, not motion, but like insinuate over the cliff.
Over the cliff.
Fang is going to kind of walk out into the clearing.
I was just going to let you know that the plants have spoken.
You inform me what the plants say?
Yeah.
I just kind of look down at the grass. All right. I kind of like very carefully lean kind of over the cliff to see the drop off, to see if there's like a nook that my contact would have like climbed into.
When you look off, there's like a little small ledge and then like a cavern that kind of like goes into the underside of this cliff.
How far away is the...
I walk
Is there anything nearby to tie? I was gonna say, I know you're about to just be like, do 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 do.
Well, we
as
also
far-
have Phoenix still, so.
What Coffee turned back into? You're back in your normal form, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Is there anything nearby that I can like tie a rope to that it's close to the cliff edge? Minus the tree.
Probably a tree.
Okay. I kind of toss the rope to them and be like, you might want to tie this around the tree to get down. Fang then begins to kind of climb down.
Okay.
And then I climb down into the cavern. How big of a cavern are we talking about here?
You have to hunch down. Anyone that's 6 foot or lower can kind of make it without having to crouch too much.
Okay.
But distance-wise, there's enough room on either side to where you're not like wedged in or anything. You just have to like hunch down a little.
Okay. I just kind of begin walking in there.
Okay. The path kind of like winds in. Eventually, it opens up to like a darker clearing, opening of the inner cavern.
I kind of just I kind of just not yell out, but can be like, I guess yell out. Fuck it, quietly, yell quietly. Valorant.
Yelling in quiet.
Well, it's more like that. Valorant, are you in here?
Why, yes, I am. Fang.
Wow, thank the gods. Fang lights a torch.
Orgy, make a perception check.
16.
So you're able to hear Fang, even though he's whispering, side of whisper yelling. When the word Valoran is spoken, you know him to be one of the people that works for you as like a inquisitive infiltrator rogue that you've hired.
Valoran. What is he doing up this way? And why does he know Fang?
Salt kind of looks at you and it's like, it seems this is all interconnected. Joy.
Yeah. We'll see how this unfolds.
So you light the torch, Fang, and oh my gosh, I'm dying. There's like kernels in my throat. Okay. You light the torch, and across the way you see the halfling rogue, kind of like sitting there. He's just like playing with his dagger, scraping the dirt from under his fingernails.
How is this area big enough for the party?
Yeah, it's opened up enough to where y'all can comfortably stand, and the roofing's also higher as well.
Okay, cool. Well, Valorant, sight for sore eyes.
Yes. What took you so long?
Give her all in due time. I yell back for the group that it's clear. They can.
As these other people walk in, Valorant like grabs at his. He still has the one dagger, but he grabs at his other one.
Easy. They're with me.
This was planning on being a singular conversation there, Fang. You wouldn't be trying to cross me now, would you?
Fang looks at him. Oh, we really just. I'm not. I just fought a goddamn. What are they called?
Magitech.
We just fought a goddamn Magitech. I'm really not in the mood for a pissing contest.
He sheaths his other dagger. Still has his hand on the hilt of one, but
Fang just kind of like kind of sits down near like along the wall, just being like, yeah, this just got turned. This just got a little bit more tricky.
And as our Orgy and Salt come into light, hey boss, I didn't know you were gonna be here.
No, I didn't know you were going to be here.
Yeah, I took some leave. Met up with my buddy here, Fang.
Yeah, you know, I put that leave in like last week. I swear, like it was signed off by my supervisor. I promise. It's like just walking into somewhere, like the commander just walks in, like, well, like we're seeing you here. We're seeing you here. What are you? Just.
Coffee kind of looks between all of them. Well, aren't we just one big happy family, aren't we?
I wouldn't say happy there, darling, but sure. Who are you?
None of your business.
You would think that name would be taken as often as it gets used, but
yeah, you would think.
Careful with your attitude, Coffee.
Says Orgy. Says
You're starting to remind me of someone I know.
Oof.
And Coffee's just like, can we just hurry up and get this over with? The farther we are away from these airships, the better I'll feel.
There's airships out there?
I mean, where else do you think those tech suits came from?
Ah, true. This is awkward. Everyone's just like staring. This poor halfling.
So Fang, why are we here?
Fang's like, I didn't even know he was leaving. Oh wait, the chat. Let me look.
He's a BRB.
He said BRB. Okay.
Oh well.
Insert long awkward pause here. Double it. Double the awkward pause. We are
Sorry.
3 times the awkward pause. There we go.
Sorry. Look, not my fault. Amazon. What do you want me to do? You get dropped out the package. I gotta get the package. Anyway. I assume introductions all the way around.
No one introduced anybody. No.
Okay.
They all just stared at each other awkwardly.
All right.
Yep.
Right. Well, Valorant, since it seems you're in an orgy, what information do you have?
Well, it would seem the Triperian Empire is planning an attack. By my information, I would say I'm late. But
Yeah, Fang just kind of just does what it is.
counter to that, you are also late. So technically, my advice would have been on time had you met me sooner. And Mio's like, I think that's my problem. They came to rescue me yesterday. Got sidetracked.
Right.
Right.
Sidetracked.
Right. So, do we know? Were you able to find out if? Give me a sec. If Davik is still in the capital, or if he's been moving around.
The king has gone a bit ill as of late, so Davik's been in charge of a lot more.
So he's in the capital. Great, super. Right. Well, what about any of the other contacts? Do we have been able to make? Are they still allies, or have they been rooted out as a few of the others were?
There's a few we might be able to meet in Vagrant City, but
He's like, Vagrant City. It's always Vagrant City.
we'll never make it there. Never.
Yeah, I will never going to make it there.
It's like
All of season 1 was where I was
like the
trying to go.
freaking y'all are just following this yellow brick road, and it's never making its way.
What's the guy who's trapped in the underworld who's just constantly pushing the rock up the hill? That's me trying to get to this goddamn city. Oh, you're almost there, Dragon. Oh, you're almost there, Exploding Warforged. Oh, you're almost there, Portal.
So, are you working with Fang, boss?
Fang glances over at Orgy.
I wouldn't say working with, more just he has his uses.
Fang is working for me.
Fang is not even going to bother with this fucking Prince of All Saiyan have an ass motherfucker.
Kakarot.
him and Nappa over there can fucking do what they need to do.
Coffee's just rubbing her temples.
That
like,
just
yeah.
means that you and Fang are gonna be like the best buds here eventually. That's what that means, right? If it's Goku and Vegeta.
Were you talking about me and
Yep.
Orgy, or
Yeah.
you were talking about me and me?
No,
You
Fang
just said
and
you
Orgy.
and Fang.
Yeah, I was talking to Orgy.
Okay, you just said you and Fang. Got it. Maybe.
No.
Maybe one of us dies.
Oof, in that case, it's going to be... Oh, wait, this is on par. Fang has died. Fang is Kakarot.
I've already died once. You act like I'm scared to die again.
Okay, Elindi, Edgelord.
The darkness is working for me.
Valoran, looks at you. This isn't exactly the safest place to be then if there's a bunch of airships out there. I reckon it's time we skedaddle. Skedoodle. Find ourselves,
Do you happen to have a ship?
Do I happen to have a ship? Fang, you offend me. But no, I don't.
I was about to say, I was just like, well, do you?
Alright, okay. We'll, I guess, continue heading, what was it? Which way were the airships coming in from? Cardinal direction, please.
Would have been the northwest.
So we'll keep bubbling around east side of the city till we're clear of it, and then we'll head, God, what was that, fucking northwest of that town? Northeast of Toll Run? Where are we right now in relation to Toll Run?
Toll Run, you're like hard east. Maybe a little north, but not.
Okay. So we'll head,
You're
we'll
more
move.
on the Uvain territory side than the Empire side.
Okay. So we'll stick east. We'll stick east and we'll keep moving and then move a bit north once we kind of get clear of, well, the 6 airships overhead. Use the forest as cover and we should be fine, at least for tonight.
So where
Unless
do you want
someone
me to
has
meet
any-
y'all?
I don't even want to say Toll Run. I don't even want to go to Toll Run again. I want to stay the fuck out of Toll Run. I don't have the map. I don't know any other cities between here and there. We'll just meet us in Vagran. It'll be faster moving by yourself. And get a scout ahead, then find out whether or not who is available for us to lean on when we get there.
Copy.
Fang pulls out 5 gold for your troubles and travel. Even though the information was a little late, still intended.
Well done, well done. I'll meet you all in Vagran. I'll send out any news.
You kind of look at the rest of the group. Well, you see what we are currently up against. Once again, no hard feelings for anyone that wants to back out now.
Mio looks over to Coffee. Where's your head at with all this?
You know, I'm already here. No use backing out now.
True, but I don't know if any of us have any tricks up our sleeves for dying. Again. Safe to say over half the people in this room have experienced death in some way. So, are we actually going to come up with a plan, or are we just going to wing it?
I think we need to take one step at a time at this point. Especially, since the Empire is already starting to send people out after us.
True.
We need to be cautious.
But, as I take it, the Empire, is it going to consistently be on the offensive?
Well, you know what they say, sometimes defense is the best offense.
Also true, but I feel like we've been in the defensive position since our entire team composition.
Well, as of right now, there's no way in heck we're going to be able to fight the Empire as is. But I have no idea what step we should take to even get started.
And Neil looks over to Orgy. Do you have plans on attacking the Empire anytime soon?
Well, I wasn't immediately planning on attacking the Empire. I'm after a very particular individual. So right now, I don't have my forces with me to make any sizable attack on a force like the Empire.
There has to be sympathists, though. All the people in Uvain. They already don't want Triperion to be here. Note it, you outsiders. And he looks over at Fang and Dargo and Artis. Might not be fully aware of how the Uvain feel, but
Well, I guess that could be our first step then. Try to gather up some sympathizers. Maybe get some supplies.
you Fang.
Well, yeah, sorry, go for it.
Oh, sorry. Fang, do you know a lot of people in Triperion? That's kind of our shady, or what's the word?
Gray area?
Yeah. Thanks, Coffee.
I used to. Once upon a time. Whether that they, well, kind of gone for a year, so whoever is still around there should still be. I still owed favors, if that's what you're implying.
I mean, you must have had some impression. Dargo here remembered you.
Well, like I said, it's just about who is still around and who is not a turncoat. I was working for the Empire once upon a time. For the Kingdom, I should say. Before Davik decided to frame me. But alas, we will deal with him when the time comes. But yes, I do have contacts there. We should be able to amass some sort of militia, we'll say.
Is there any way to get word to them then?
Has the guy sorry, I get away from his name. Has old boy left already? Valorant? Or is he still in there?
He's just gathering his stuff over in the inside of the cave.
No? Valorant? Would you like to earn a little bit more coin on your way up north? Or your way east?
You know me, Fang. I never turn down good coin.
Standard fee, 5 now, 5 later.
Sure.
Fang coughs up the gold. Pays him 5 more gold. Send word ahead that I'm on my way. Try to put some feelers out. If anything is amiss, you know how to contact me.
Will do.
Much obliged.
He puts his sack over his shoulder and looks over at Orgy. I'll catch you later, boss. Starts making his way out. What were you going to say earlier? Before I cut you off?
I was just basically what you were getting at is if he had anything in place if Fang had anything in place that could be used.
Oh, okay.
I know some people. I know some people who owe me some favors. It's just a matter if they're not dead.
So
Well,
if
I
we
suppose
combine
since
our forces?
we might have a chance.
Well, I'm not one to turn down any assistance at this point. Glance over at Orgy.
I mean, we'll have to see how properly prepared everyone's forces are. I'm not going to risk everything that I'm building on some half-cocked approach.
Fair enough. Anybody got anything else?
Might I suggest we may be stopping off maybe at small towns to get supplies while we're trying to stay out of view of the Empire? Since we're going to be making our way around them anyway. I know there has to be a few villages around here. We could gather some supplies.
I know one small
Sounds-
town.
Sounds as good a plan as any.
All right. Well, with all that being said, I think we begin making our way out. I snuck the torch out.
So, Dargo, Mio looks over at you. You're a barbarian, right?
That is correct. Yes.
How come, you're not like all, like, our kitty friend in the back?
Coffee looks over to Mio. Not all barbarians are like that.
Really? Are you sure?
I mean, I've heard of tales of barbarians who are extremely anxious, and I've heard of stories of barbarians who are sweet as can be, and then you do one little thing and they go into a rage. Not all of them are meat-headed, power-hungry animals.
Coffee is correct. I prefer to take a calm, collected look before I rage into battle. A lot of that comes into my military training, though.
Ah, so you're with the military.
I was.
Right, was. Sorry.
So I'll
Please forgive my friend Mio. She kind of like pats me behind the back. I'm sorry if he offended you in any way.
No offense. He was right. I was in the military with the Empire, but once I found out what they were doing and how corrupted they had become, it was no longer what I joined in, so I left.
Well, we're thankful that you're here now. It's good to have you.
Yes, it's good to have a new perspective on the barbarian tale. What, he has a sour impression of how barbarians. I don't know how he could possibly have gotten that impression.
Oh gosh!
And people wonder why certain individuals in this party attack NPCs and other characters, because it's almost like they talk an awful lot of shit for somebody in striking distance.
We already know Orgy can do the striking. That's what Mio is talking about.
Yeah, but then at the same time, like, God, crush Mio's skull.
I mean, you've only had to bear with him for like 1.5 episodes. Mio had to go through some shit with the guy like 2 seconds after meeting him, and he's just like, wow, I'm stuck with these guys as my protectors. So.
Ugh, cry about it.
I've put these guys as my protectors. Yeah, right.
Look, you're either protected by me or you're murdered by me. Pick.
Do you have any friends, Orgy?
No one's on my level.
Oh, yeah. See?
Ah.
All right, shall we get moving now?
Yeah, let's get moving.
Y'all
Fang
make your
goes
way
out and climbs up.
We say it's about noonish.
Oh yeah, that was first thing in the morning, wasn't it? Jesus.
Make another perception check, everyone.
We're straight up like we're
26.
attacking at dawn.
11.
Oh, that was the wrong roll. That was persuasion. I persuade my way into seeing things. I wish I would have kept the persuasion. 9. Wasted a good roll on the persuasion.
What's yours, Orgy?
That was a 6.
And Maka?
19.
Okay, half wins. So y'all are able to see that there are another 10 Triperian airships that have made their way to this location.
They are relentless, aren't they?
Are they? Okay.
10 new, I should say. 10 new.
Let me.
10 more.
So let me just. So we had
So there's
6 coming at us.
16
So
There's 16 airships.
Yes, but they're
What
like
in the
passing
actual hell?
over, or are they hovering around the city?
there's a couple that are hovering, and then they have like smaller airships that are doing like scout trips.
Cool. So
Because
we
they're
need
able-
to go opposite direction of that.
They
Of
said
that bullshit.
16
They said
airships.
Yeah, they said 16. After
For
a
who?
group of what?
This is why I want to like try to investigate this one. Who are they tracking?
I don't know who lit
I'm assuming
Shadow
us.
Post Vale on fire the night before.
Oh dear.
Word gets around. Y'all can't
But
be
I
making
thought
these...
I thought the word was that it was
And
just a
it
fire
was a
and no
random
one.
fire, not an
That
arson.
you said.
Yeah, but y'all also knew
So-
that there were people that were at that battle that disappeared,
Mm,
and you weren't able
Okay.
to kill them.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I
So
was
the-
informed of this after the fact. Yes, I was. Okay. But I've definitely changed up my plan of attack waking up in the morning. Totally forgot that people like teleported out of there.
It's cool. We only lit the place on fire and then had breakfast.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah, so
No
do
big deal.
Do you think these people worked for the Empire then?
It was very safe to say.
the evidence
people that
stands in that
kidnapped me?
direction.
So I guess we begin. Actually, I don't actually lead. Is it Matcha? Maka?
Maka.
Maka?
Maka, it's an Irish goddess.
I don't actually know if I've actually introduced myself to you.
Wow, you only shared a roof together as hiding spots, but okay.
Well, no, that's the thing. It's like I legitimately don't think I've had a conversation with her. Or if we did, it was briefly.
Very brief.
Would you want to take lead?
Get moving. Doesn't sound like a good place. Doesn't look like a good place to be.
All right. Do you?
I suppose we should be stealthy.
For
So my spell lasts for an hour.
yeah, I was about to say it lasts for an hour, so y'all should still be stealthed up since y'all haven't actually done any combat maneuvers since initial. So y'all are able to kind of figure out where you want to go and go from there.
Back into the trees.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I imagine we're following the ranger. The one who's good in the forest. Let's follow her, not the guy who knows
Maka,
cities.
Make a survival check.
Great. I've already spoken with the plants already. They're kind of my friends.
Yeah.
$24.
Sweet. Between the plants and just your knowledge of being out in the wilderness for the past year, you're able to determine that there is a kind of like a elvish sanctuary not far from where y'all are, kind of hidden behind a veil, in order for you to that you possibly could
Long rest.
long rest that for the night and not have to worry about Triperians knocking on your door. But you do know it'll be about a half a day's travel, so you'll be making your way there around sunset, or you'll be arriving at sunset.
Right. Is it through the forest, not through where all the ships are?
Yeah, it's through the.
Yes.
You're currently in the Blackwood Forest, and you're making your way towards. It's between Swanmire Lake, but you're just making your way towards the lake right now, and that's where you'll be able to find the veil that'll bring you into the Elvis Sanctuary.
I'll let everyone know, and I think this would be the best idea. Because a few of us need some time to recover from that last early morning wake up.
Yeah.
Follow.
So for traveling's sake, what's the order? So Maka's in front. Who else is where?
I'm going
Can I
to
ask-
be. Oh,
Can I, given that we're traveling and we're in the forest, can I see is my buddy about? Since I do have my red elk.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can call for him at any time.
Excellent.
I'm sorry. The what? Fang is unfamiliar with this. What?
It's a red elk.
So while I was living in the forest, I made friends with a red elk. So whistle. A very non-human whistle. It's an elvish whistle.
Well, no. I just mean it's more. Fang Minion was like, what the fuck?
And then out of the forest comes
Just put the knife back.
a Ruku.
And Coffee's just like, that is a beautiful deer you got there.
And this large celestial red elk being comes out of the
Celestial.
forest and kind of nudges near Maka. I was like, what is he looking at Fang for? Why are you looking at yourself so intently? Fang, why do you do this? I don't know, Fang, why?
Fang was not needed in that moment. The dog was barking at something. All right, what do you want from me? Okay. I mute myself. I don't distract, and you still get distracted. Continue.
Can we double up on the stealthiness?
Yeah, I mean, y'all are pretty stealthy right now, as
Okay.
far as.
Well, let's just be aware that there's more stealth available. We need it because
Nice.
the elk can also cast at will pass without trace, which adds an additional +10 to the checks.
So between the time the elk kind of like takes over for the hours that it takes you to get to this lake, so that you don't have to worry about casting it. But eventually you make your way to this large, pretty beautiful lake, surrounded by trees and other things. There's a lot of like fairy creatures out and about. Overall peaceful area, seems kind of secluded.
And Coffee's just thinking to herself, oh man, I think Joseph would have really liked the view of this lake if he was here.
I feel like this is gonna be a trend. So while Coffee is thinking that, Maka kind of goes up to the lake and like extends her hand out, and you see like this shimmer of a veil kind of like wisp on the side of it, kind of like it's like a curtain or sheet that she's touching into, and she moves her hand a little bit more, and the parting of it reveals that there's this like forest valley inside of this lake, apparently, that you can walk through.
Fang looks around the opening, and then back through the opening, back outside the opening, back inside the opening.
And Coffee kind of just pats Fang's back. Magic, Fang, magic. As she steps through.
He once again peeks around the side, sees it appear. I don't know if I'll ever truly get used to this stuff. And then he steps through. He's used to going city to city. This like nature magic is fucking wild, all right? Literally. Giant celestial elk.
Margot follows suit and just walks through after Fang.
Is everyone coming, or is this like just like two peaceful foresty?
Like,
Everyone's like gradually making their way in.
I believe.
Artist makes his way in, Neil makes his way in, Sulk makes his way in. Does Orgy make his way in?
Yes.
Okay.
Orgy's like, no, I don't control that area.
Eventually, you all make your way in. Maka goes in last, and the veil kind of closes behind her, and the shimmer vanishes, and it just looks like the Swan Mire Lake, like it was before. Not long after you get inside of this veil, which it's almost like a trick of the mind. The city itself seems to be lit by moonlight, or like it's nighttime there. And as you're walking, you can kind of see the city in illumination off in the distance. But before you can even get that far, various elvish guards come out of the woods, not even popping anybody's like perception checks. They just like stand out. And they're like, Maka, you bring guests this time.
Travelers seeking a safe haven.
Well, any friend of yours can be a temporary friend of ours.
Coffee looks over to Orgy. Like, behave, please.
Welcome
I
to the
just,
city
like,
of Tahali.
Shrug my shoulders, like, what? The world's going with the problem with me.
Y'all are gonna get kicked out in the first 20 minutes. So yeah, he says, welcome to the city of Tahali. Please follow us. And then they kind of like start marching towards the city. Maka's hanging out with some cool people there. Wouldn't you say, Coffee?
Yeah. A lot better than
Mostly alone.
me, who's just, living in like a house in the woods, away from people. This is a lot better.
You lived by yourself the whole time, the whole year? Oof.
I mean, and you know what? She's like, yeah. Entire year I was by myself.
Oh, these are like friends from Ranger School.
Friends from Ranger School. Look at you, Maka, knowing these higher up people. All right.
So they lead you into this elegant elvish city. anything structurally wise has like this moonlight glow to it.
Man, Joseph really would have liked to hear, I think. It's too bad he's not here.
Where is he?
He's gone.
Do I know who Joseph is?
I mean, you met him once, but like
Probably
Is this
not
right
enough
around
to
the time
remember
of like
him.
everybody dying? Is that the same Joseph, or is there?
yeah,
or is
he
this
was
guy
there
in a
during the
cell?
time when everyone was dying.
Okay, cool. So I don't know Joseph. I would recognize Joseph,
Yeah.
but I don't know who Joseph is.
Yeah.
Got it. I'm sensing Joseph was important to you?
What gave you that idea?
Oh gosh, typical. What do you want for dinner? Nothing. What do you want for
You've
dinner?
only mentioned him like 3 times.
You keep mentioning him and the fact that I'll on a limb and either assume that he is a turncoat and or dead.
I mean, he might be dead for all I know.
Oh, so he just left you.
Oh gosh, we're gonna get kicked out.
Fang is just like
And Coffee just
relationships.
keeps walking. She just
Smoke
ignores
bomb.
all of you. All of you. She ignores all of you. She's like, can we just keep moving, please?
So as soon as you walk into the city, this like energy kind of like briskly flows over you, and you all benefit from a long rest, and you all
Nice.
have 10 temporary hit points as long as you stay within the city and you don't do anything of malice.
Orgy.
What?
Now, when you say malice,
Fang.
is that a real question?
Mm.
Over here,
Don't do any suspicious shit. No secret squirrel shit. Be on your best behavior.
I'm a lizard folk rogue. It's what I do.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like I
Don't
have that
do.
same conversation with another tabaxi. Huh, don't do that. Maybe don't do that. Oh, but they're just like, meow, and off they go.
Is looting or smashing, but politely considered malice.
The ranger that was kind of like leading the other rangers and y'all into this city kind of studies you all. He's not saying anything, but he's watching how you interact with each other. Yes, my name is Alisar. I will ensure that everyone knows that you are guests. Feel free to stay for as long as you would like. If you need anything, be sure to let one of us know.
Well, thank you, Alisar. We appreciate the hospitality.
It is my pleasure. So is there anything that you all want to do before the night's up? Well, during this
I
night?
think Coffee's gonna explore the city a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
Like this really pretty city illuminated by moonlight? Heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna fill up. I've got a spell ring, a spell storing ring, so I'm gonna fill that up on five of my finest spells, so I can avail of another long rest before we leave.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wander the city. I think it's gonna probably with coffee. Actually, now that I think about it, I will do that with coffee. Something tells me walking around by myself, I'm gonna get harassed. So
the city's filled with pretty much all different types of elves, drows.
yeah, I would definitely get harassed.
wood elves. Seems to be an all elf populace. No offense to the other races, but yep, they're in domesticated garb, very elegant. Lots of wispy clothes for the females. There's structurings of either golden attachments interlaced into it or silver, depending on what flavor they like.
Man,
but
Coffee
essentially,
sticks out like a sore thumb then.
I'm an elf,
You
but
and-
I don't look like all the other elves.
I was gonna say, like, I'm a bare-chested lizard folk. Yeah, like I'm. Well, neither of us are really blending at this point.
Just a couple of hobos.
It says hobo
Yeah.
cat. Oh no.
I'm gonna say, this is what it looked like.
They're the ones that have to watch me while I lick my butt.
Oh no.
That's a tagline right there. That's a tagline right there.
That's a t-shirt
So,
if I didn't see one.
So Coffee's walking with Fang, and she's like, "So, have you ever been in an elven city?" Fang.
Sorry. Something popped up. Not like this, no.
Me neither.
Really? You're not very in touch with your elven side?
Oh no. No, actually.
By choice or
More by choice.
fair enough? I understand the wanting to separate yourself. Don't typically see a lot of lizard folk in my line of business. They're more in, well, Orgy's line of business.
Fair enough. So, do you think maybe we should try to get some supplies and whatnot while we're here?
If they will even take our coin, yes. I have no idea what these with these guys if they will take our money or if it's special elf money.
And Coffee's just like, I'm pretty sure they use the same currency as everyone else.
I mean, the whole city's hidden in a lake. This is. Sorry, I'm a little outside of my realm.
Coffee just laughs. You're fine, Fang. You're fine.
Thing, yeah. I guess we just, kind of look around, try to find. I don't even know. Shops? Are there shops that are open?
Can you both of you make a perception check?
23.
10.
So
I'm mesmerized by the moonlights.
yeah, more or less. You look around and you're like, this place is really nice. Coffee.
There's no dirt or homeless anywhere. I am the
no
homeless
dirt
right
anywhere,
now.
and they're on dirt. How is there no dirt? I just walked off dirt and walked
Was it
on
clean dirt? I don't understand how the dirt is clean.
Coffee just sees Fang having like this internal turmoil, like, oh my god!
Nothing makes sense. So, Coffee, you look up ahead and you see this elven female, and you recognize her immediately.
Why?
And she looks at you, and when she
Why?
looks at you, that's when Fang's attention draws.
Why?
And she looks exactly like Hope, except slightly different. She's dressed differently. But she doesn't look at you, Fang. She looks directly at Coffee. Coffee? Is that you?
Wait, Hope. What? Why
No.
would I know?
This is Mei Lee.
Bailey?
And she runs over and she gives you a hug. This whole time, Fang, she looks exactly like Hope.
Yeah, Fang is just kind of like stuck. Like not moving his legs, just staring very, very, very confused.
And Coffee's like, oh, okay. Push it, but okay. Melee, what are you doing here?
This place is safe. I came here after the whole war kind of started. Is anybody else here with you?
I mean, yeah, we've got Mio, we've got Maka, and Orgy, actually. Believe it or
Angry
not.
Kitty's here?
Yeah. Yeah.
And she looks over at you, Fang. She's like, I don't think we've met before. My name's Mei Li. And
Melee, this is Fang. Fang, this is Mei
and
Li.
Coffee, you can kind of see his, like, expression has stiffened.
Fang is trying to like wrap his brain around what's in front of him. He just kind of extends his hand. Hello.
Coffee's just like, you okay? It looks like you've seen a ghost.
That's one way to put it. You made lean?
Mm-hmm.
You remind me of someone. Someone I've feels like very recently lost. Sorry. He immediately Fang immediately tried to shake out of it and just kind of go back to his standard stature. I apologize. Sorry. Rude of me. I'm Fang. But you may call me I'm Irtos. You may call me Fang.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Fang. I'm Mei Li, and she shakes your hand.
He retracts his hand. He's like, I'm gonna go find the rest of the group. I'll catch up with you later, Coffee. And Fang just very quickly moves away. Like, no, something's wrong.
and Coffee's just watching after him, like, okay then, I'll see you later.
He's gone.
That was weird.
On that note, I gotta go.
Yep. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna end this show. Wrap it up.
Hey.
But yeah, thanks everybody for hopping in. I wonder if I have ending music for you. Let's see. Oh, there we go. And there we go. And yep. No, not short break. Ending.
We're taking a short break. We're taking a short break.
We're finishing. But thanks everybody for coming by. We will catch you all on the next episode, which won't be next month. It'll be in July. Sorry. Not sorry. I have weekend duty, so sorry. But our next episode will be in July.
Boo this man!
Be sure to come on in. I swear.
Boo!
Jeez, I will
Boo
land
this
20
man.
mechs on top of this freaking elvish city.
You said they can't be seen!
I
Contradict
dare
yourself
you.
Doesn't matter if they
immediately.
land
Do it.
there.
Do it. Do it right now.
They go to dry up the lake and then it sucks the town in and then they get enveloped in,
This is why we don't have nice things.
because our DM takes them away. Yeah, I know. Weird.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're leaving. Bye. Have a nice day. Okay, see you.
Bye.
Bye.
When in July?
In
Oh,
July.
the date will be
Because I'm off on annual camp.
the 10th of July.
Cheers.
That's what we're gonna go for right now.
Before I go, which is great.
Sweet. Bye bye.
Good.